Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Live with Puppers and Mel, number 38 already. I mean, considering we don't do it every week, that is amazing. So, the puppers are, of course, already napping. I will show them later, but welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Dragon Cat. How are you? Hello, Paula. How are you? Paula, I need to email you. Um, so, welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well. It is humid outside, which is weird. It's like I can't decide whether I want to be fall or summer. Fall or summer. I harvested today. I was quite excited because I got to harvest something I was worried I was not going to get to harvest. We shall talk about that a little later. But how are y'all doing? How y'all doing? Now I'm Southern. Yeah. Mason-Dixon line. I don't live below it, but I say y'all. Okay, your turn to talk. Hi, Sid. How are you? I was just talking to somebody about you, Sid. In a good way. In a good way. I was telling them last night how we are podiversary twinsies. Yep. I am doing all right today. I am knitting. Our leaves were changing in August. Yeah, they were very confused. Tomato butter chicken. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to try planting garlic over winter. Hi, Ivy B. How are you? How are you today? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to try garlic this winter. I have to get some hard neck, though. Yeah, we were talking about that. What is with that? Is that 2 stitches in? That looks like 2 stitches. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I can see you, Karen. You weren't commenting for a little while there, though. If you were commenting, I can see you saying hi to Dragon, Cat, and Paula, and I can see you. Yeah. You're just peachy. That's cute. But here, I'll show you. So this is what I harvested. And well, I'm getting loads of tomatoes. Oh, Karen, you sweetie. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Karen gifted 5 memberships, and Hookin' and Stitchin', who I call Auntie, got one. Angie Buhanda got one. D Yummy Elmo got one. Christy Yarnbarf got one. And T got one. Thank you, Karen. That was so sweet. But I get tons of these little tomatoes. I haven't rinsed them yet. I think they're Tigerella tomatoes. See the stripes? I think I mislabeled them. And then, exactly, Paula, I got my first corn today. So I checked it. It's big enough to pick. So I picked. I mean, I've only got 5 stalks of corn. So I picked 2 ears. They were big enough to pick. So my dad and my sister can have some corn tonight. The other ears are still a little small. There are only like 2 more ears on the 5 stalks. So I'm gonna let them. Hopefully, they'll grow big enough to pick. Then my bean and pea plants are a bit. Yeah, I have to pull the one up because they're so dead that now the gnats are swarming. But my pepper plants are still going strong. My tomato and pepper plants are still going strong, so that's nice. I'm happy about that. But I was like, corn! I actually grew corn in my raised beds. I'm so excited. You know, it was very exciting. Well, I only have 2 raised beds and they're fenced in, so I have very limited space. So if I don't fence it in, the deer and raccoons and black bear will come and just buffet themselves. And so, yeah, we have to stop them from eating it all. I'm like, no, that's mine. Oh, yeah, you guys got some heat this year. Okay, that did not. I did something wrong because this did not come out the way it was supposed to come out. So at some point, I counted wrong. I mean, it all lined up pretty much where it was supposed to line up. I apparently am not meant to knit while I'm talking. Thank you for being a member for 1 month, Paula. I appreciate that, honey. So we won't knit that. No. And later I'll figure out what I did wrong. I'll figure out what I did wrong later. So, what are you all working on right now? Anything cool? Anything interesting? Is there anything you've heard about knit alongs, crochet alongs? anything that, you know, sounds really cool. Ooh, a commissioned gingham baby blanket. And Sid's working on a new spinning technique. Cool. Sid, I also heard you have an Etsy store now. That's cool. I'm going to have to go check that out. And you've probably had that Etsy store for a while. I am so far behind on everything. I'm so sorry, hun. I really need to get to everybody's channels again and catch up, but I'm just, you know, yeah. Oh, I would love to see Dragon Cat. I would love to see. You can send them to my email. You can send them through Messenger or text. Any way you want to send them. Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's been a lot lately. This is what I'm working on with Bridget on our Monday night lives. We decided to work on the same project, and we're knitting a project out of the Fellowship of the Knits book, the unofficial Lord of the Rings. It's You Shall Not Pass shawl. And so I'm doing it in a couple colors. And this is the wing. And then it goes pretty much in garter, I believe, which is where you knit and then purl. Or no, you knit and then you knit on both sides. And then the other wing. So, but thank you, Karen. I really like it, but I just messed up somewhere over here because it didn't come out right. So I'll have to frog and then figure out where I messed up. I mean, it's lining up, so maybe I just think I messed up. You know, when your brain goes, it's not coming out right, but you really didn't mess up. Okay, so it's in this book. It's in this book by Tanis Gray. Where's her name? There it is. And it's actually this pattern. But it just depends. And the whole point of us doing the same pattern is to show how differently two people doing the same pattern can come out, and how you don't need to compete. It doesn't have to be a competition, and it's just how beautifully different two people doing the same pattern can come out, depending on the yarns. Hi, Mandy. How are you this morning? But yeah, so we had a couple books in common. We let them decide amongst those books. We did a poll in our lives, which book they wanted us to work from. And then we picked a couple of patterns that we liked, and we had a couple of those in common, and we let them pick out of the common patterns which one they wanted us to make. And this time it was a knit pattern. Next time we're going to pick a crochet pattern, and we're probably going to pick a free one that can be found on the interwebs. And that way, if people want to join in without having to purchase a book, they can more easily join in, because we want to make it accessible and fun and, you know, a thing. So the yarn I'm going to use for the flamage on the edge, that's fun. I'm going to use this rainbow one. This is a yarn bee that Karen sent me for my birthday. And I am going to get that video out, Karen. But this is a yarn bee that I got for my birthday from Karen, and that's going to be the edging. That is this, what they're calling the flames. And I'm going to actually do stripes of these two colors for the main color. So, yeah, I would love to finish my whips. I got many, many whips. And right now they're buried in my so-called craft room. What's been keeping me off YouTube is that I've been in the real world cleaning my space, and we have 2 buildings on the property, and I've been cleaning my space in this building and cleaning my space. Hi Tammy, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. I've been cleaning my space in this building as well as the whole house. We've been reorganizing the house, and just you know, instead of spring cleaning, we're doing autumn cleaning. And just, you know, we call it swamping it, you know, where you take everything off the shelves, see if you need it, and you know, kind of just cleanse it out. Do I need all these bottles, empty bottles and boxes? And oh, you have to have a paid StreamYard to co-stream on StreamYard, Sid. You have to have a paid StreamYard, but you can co-stream on YouTube without a paid, you know, with the free YouTube. But to do it, you have to do it on mobile devices, so phones. That's what we found out. So when I got a discretionary fund, which is what we call it in our house, it's an allowance. We all got an allowance when we got a boost in our income. I bought a paid StreamYard. Now, I also then found out there's a little thing you can do because it's $25 a month. You can say, okay, I don't want StreamYard anymore. And they'll say, why don't you want StreamYard anymore? And you say, it's too expensive. And they'll say, well, we have a beta program for it, for StreamYard, with all the same, you know, services for only $10 a month. Would you prefer that? And I said, yes. So I got all the same services for a basic paid StreamYard, so I can still co-stream with at least one person for $10 a month instead of $25 a month. So, or did someone just come in besides Tammy Mimi? No. Okay. Yeah, so you can do it through YouTube streaming, but you have to both be on mobile devices like a phone. I don't know if it works with an Android tablet or an iPad. I don't know if it works with a tablet, but it does say you have to be on a mobile device. We never did try it with the YouTube streaming, because we were so used to setting it up with StreamYard. I just went to buying the StreamYard paid program. I paid for it, the full program, for 1 month. YouTube doesn't like your Wi-Fi, so maybe, you know, I paid the $25 for 1 month and then went down to the $10. So you just have to make sure you catch it before they charge you the $25 the next month. So, yeah. And I found that out from Dawn Yarndall. She told she told that tip in her in a live one time, and I was like, ears perked up. I'm always looking for deals and savings and stuff like that. So, mhm. But yeah. Hi, Unique Amazing Stripes. How are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. You're okay? Good. So, I guess I would just get out my cross stitch. I mean, I can't mess that up too much unless I just miss a stitch. Yes. I can't sit still. You all know I can't sit still, right? Y'all know that. And this I don't really need a pattern for. Lovely fur face. Well, the one is curled up on the end of the bed and the other is curled up on the floor. Yeah. They're both taking their daily naps. Well, first daily nap. So, yeah. They're taking their first daily naps. They'll probably hear the mail people come at around noon or 1-ish and then bork bork. And then I'll have to hush them. Yeah. I mean, their lives are so stressful. So stressful, Karen. I mean, really. Really. They're just... Yeah, I can hear both of them snoring. Because they've got their faces like this in the blankets. Or the floor. Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm worried about someone invading the house. Oh, I'm worried about a mouse. Oh, I'm worried about what I'm going to eat next. Okay, I'm tired. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, what was that noise? Is there a rabbit outside? What, do I need to go chase? Mm. And yet, you know, my dad can drop a pan outside my door. They don't move. He can open a cabinet where the food is, and they're like, high alert. What? Huh? What? Yeah. Hmm. Oh dear Lord, don't let it happen. Did I hear a deli wrapper crinkle? Three rooms away? Oh no. I'm not in that room. Open the door, let me out. Deli wrapper. I must get there. Someone could drop a morsel of cheese. I must be there to catch it before it hits the ground. God forbid. Yay, Paula! Get in that house little bits at a time. Yeah, and they know which is the pantry door and which is the bathroom door. Don't even try to fool them. Oh, I know. They know what a string cheese is. So, like, they're sound asleep. They are sound. Hi, Sally. How are you? They are sound asleep. You could push them and you'd be like, move over. I need to get in the bed. Move over. And they're like not even waking up, not even moving. You could be shoving them, rolling them like a sausage, nothing. And yet you open a wrapper for something and they're on all fours, alert, looking side to side, like, where's the attack, you know? And it's like, you wouldn't move for me, and I was shoving you for half an hour. I could have poked you with, pins, and you wouldn't move. And yet, you ripped the tiniest bit in, like, one of those snack packs of Cheetos or Oreos or something they're not supposed to have, but they know is food, and they're like, where is the food? I mean, aw, Tammy, thank you. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, you guys. So, I haven't gotten a video out yet. I am still, hi Diana D. I am still editing the videos. Okay, but I'm going to get the videos up. But if you leave a comment on the lives, I am still going to, I put a community post up explaining this. I am doing a giveaway this month. This is the month I start my monthly giveaways. I'm doing them like Queen's Crafts by Bridget, if you know her, does her giveaways, which is I'm going to use a random number generator to pick at least 3 people from the comments left after the live. And I'm going to go by my screen and the comments left after this goes to video. I will do the number generator, whatever number that picks. I'm going to leave the video for a while so people can comment, and a day or two. And the comments can accrue, ooh, big words, and then number generate and pick the comment that lines up with that number, and put that person's name in my sorting hat. And it's kind of like her cauldron. And at the end of the month, I will reach in and the sorting hat will pick the winner of my monthly giveaway. And I'm not sure what they will win yet this month. It may be a small mystery bag of yarn. It might be a handmade item. It might be dessert sauces. I might discuss it with the winner, what they want to win, that kind of thing. Other months, it might be a gift card. It might be something else. We're going to mix it up every month. That kind of thing. So, and we're going to mix it up to gift cards and that kind of thing so that it can be international as well. Because I don't want it to just be, I can only ship, 48 states, so, boo-hoo to people who live outside the 48 states. So we're going to make this as inclusive as possible and that kind of thing. And also, like I mentioned, I get an allowance, so that should make it so that I can ship internationally most times anyway. It'll just depend on how my finances are that month. But most of the time I should be able to ship internationally. So I'm very happy about that. But I'm very excited about starting these giveaways. Hi, Wriggles. How are you, hun? And also, how are you feeling, Wriggles? How are you feeling, hun? I'm very excited about these. I'm also excited about getting my physical space more organized, because then I think my brain will be more organized and I'll be able to get the channel more organized. So, yeah. Very much so. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this because we skipped last week. I cut off the people who were coming up to collect their stuff. You know, the ex-neighbors, my mother and Inez. I cut them off from coming up anymore. Big relief off my shoulders. So, and so, yeah, oh my god, that was a bad joke, but it makes me want to laugh. The horrible joke. Nightbot, that was a horrible joke. But I cut them off because it was just going on and on and on. And then you'll never guess, Inez came up again. She showed up again. And, oh, that's wonderful, Wriggles. That is actually, it's a wonderful feeling when that happens. I hope it, I hope it continues for you, sweetie. I do. Ruby, honey. Ruby. No, honey. Rubes. No. But, she showed up again, and I went out there and I said, Inez, I told you not to come up here anymore. And a 60-some-year-old woman started talking to me. Hi, Angie. That was Karen Y. She, gifted 5 memberships and you got one, sweetie. Congratulations. But a 60-some-year-old woman who is usually very pushy started talking to me in this sweet little almost baby voice. Well, I thought you said I could keep coming until, and I said, no, I said you could not come up here anymore. And she said, well, I just had some more things to get. And I was like, no, you said you had trash left to get and that was the last trip. And she said, well, I just have this, and I said, no. And she said, well, you'll let me finish this trip, right? And she barely had anything in the back of her truck. And I said, finish this and then don't come up anymore. And it took her 2.5 hours and she like overflowed the back of her truck. Oh, so much, Sid. And she's like, well, can I get the doors out of your craft room? And it was just in this soft, non-aggressive, and I was just, it was on the back of my spine. And I'm like, no, you cannot, because my craft room is so full. No, you cannot come in my craft room. And she's like, well, when you get it cleaned out, will you call me to come get, and I'm like, no. She's a hoarder. My mother is a hoarder. They have a 3-story house with a basement and outbuildings. And they have already filled it so much with stuff that they have 4 storage units that they have full of stuff because they can't fit the stuff in their house. And she told me she was coming, all that there was left on our property was trash, and yet we said, okay, you have till the end of the month, end of August, to finish up getting the trash off our property. And she said, okay, I need to take 2 weeks off to get my house prepared to receive the stuff off the property. But if it was all trash on the property, what was she getting her house ready to receive? If it was all trash to go to the dump, what was she taking to her house? And so then it's all lies. It's all lies, manipulation. She tells us what we want to hear and then works around us. And it was always, I'll be done in a week. I'll be done in a week. I'll be done in a week. And we'd been hearing that since June. We had a lawyer's letter May 8th delivered to her May 8th that said you have a month to get your stuff off the property. She did not show up until a week before the due date, which was June 7th. That was when the month was up. She didn't bother to show up until 3 weeks out of that month was up. And then she said, you'll give me an extension, right? You didn't bother to show up till 3 weeks out of your month of working to get your stuff off the property was up. You only had 1 week left out of that month. And then you said, you'll give me an extension, right? And then when she starts working, I said, okay, we'll give you an extension because we didn't want to break our backs getting all the junk off the property and waste our money. So we let her break her back. But then it'd be, I said, you got to keep me informed of when you're going to be here. And you got to, because she never keeps us informed. And you've got to show up. Well, suddenly she started keeping me informed, but it'd be, well, I got to take a day off to take your mom to the doctor. Okay, then she'd come for 3 days. Well, now I'm taking the weekend off. 3 days working, 2 days off. 2 days working, 2 days off. 3 days working, 4 days off. No. Started, no. And then she needed another month. But when she talked to my dad, I'll be done next week. I'll be done next week. Till end of July, I gave her till the end of July. So it went from being the beginning of June to the end of July. Then he gave her to the end of August. He was like, so we don't have to do it ourselves. So I gave her to the end of August. I was done. I'll be done in a week. Suddenly she needed 2 weeks off out of the last month I gave her. 2 weeks. You only have a month. That's half of it you needed off. Why? If it's all trash and you're only taking it to the dump, why do you need 2 weeks off to clean out your house to make room for it? Just like she said, I need a day because the freezer didn't, something about like the freezer didn't hook up right or something. I'm like, Fridges and freezers are just plugins. What the heck are you talking? I almost just swore there. But she said she had to, it took her a day and a half because the fridge and freezer hookups were, she had to fix something because they weren't hooking up right. They're just plugins. Don't mess with me. I'm not dumb. It took her 2 extra days for the fridge and freezer hookups. No. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, exactly, Karen and Dragon Cat. Rita. I know Rita. And that's why I cut her off. And that's why she's not, those doors she wants, my sister likes. She's not getting them. I almost cut her off way earlier because there was some stuff we liked. I would have cut her off before she got the stove because I wanted the stove. But that would have just been petty. That would have just been petty. And I'm not petty. I'm not. There was a table I picked out. I found. I picked out. I would have had to deal with a heck of a lot more crap, trash, probably dead mice that I don't want to think about. So she dealt with that. I don't want to deal with the BS of, we've got gloves, a lot of hand sanitizer, and Lysol. I'm going to, once it's completely empty, I'm going to sage the entire building, smudge, sage the entire building. And besides the fact that we're going to, there's actually a lot of stuff left. My sister is hoping some of her stuff is left, but they took everything worth anything. They made sure to take anything worth anything. I told them they are not allowed to take the fixtures. They would have taken the air conditioners out of the walls and left big holes in the walls. Yeah. Yeah. They would have taken the doorknobs if they could. Yeah. Light fixtures. My dad told them that he was in a bad place. But I'm like, no. It's like you're renting a place. Don't even think about taking the doors off the hinges and the... No. But these doors they were talking about, they got them at a salvage place. They're gorgeous, solid wood doors with glass panels in them, and I took pictures so my sister could see them, and she's like, and I'm like, if they leave them, hi Marie, how are you? I'm like, if they don't take them, we can use them. And when I cut them off, they hadn't taken them, so that was legitimately, they left them. But the fact that she came back after I told her not to, you know, I'm glad you're good, Marie. That was no. And the thing is, I would not put it past her because we don't lock those. I'm going to start locking that building because I would not put it past her to come up here when we are not up here and take stuff. So I'm going to start locking that building. I mean, I would know who took it. but I don't know if we would have recourse to, without, court fees to get it back. And I don't have the court fees. So the recourse I have is to lock the building. Well, the thing is, she might have a set of keys that she didn't tell me about, but her keys don't open up the deadbolt and the bottom lock. She told me, she said, there's something wrong with this lock. Don't lock the deadbolt and the bottom lock. My key only opens the bottom lock. And I'm like, but my key opens both locks. So if I lock both, she can't open it, but I can. And her key doesn't open up my craft room door. So if I lock my craft room door, I don't have a key for that, but I can go in the other way once I open it and unlock it from the inside. So, no problem. And we will eventually change them. So, and they're steel security doors, so she can't break them down, even no matter how mad she gets. Because she is just a bit ill-tempered. Apparently, she pulled a gun or on an ex-husband at one point. I don't know. But I'm just like, don't be coming on my property. Hi, Janice. How are you? Janice, I believe I owe you a long overdue email. A long, long overdue email about a mystery bag. I have been looking for your email address. Oh boy, do I owe you. Oh, she not that cray-cray. She not that cray-cray, but yeah. I've been looking for your email address, hun. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's horrible to think someone would destroy something out of spite. I mean, so far we've been fine. We leave and we don't even have to lock our doors when we're gone. You know, the only time we lock our doors is when we go on a trip. So, oh, I wanted to mention something. I wanted to shout out. That's okay, Diana. Oh, Diana, have you not been feeling well lately, sweetie? I hope you feel better. Yeah, yeah, I know. I definitely know that. I'm just hoping they get the message. And once we get rid of all the stuff, they have no reason to come up here. Oh, I hope you feel better, sweetie. And I hope the rest takes care of it. I know how that can be. Oh. Well, I hope she feels a lot safer with you, Rita. And you guys feel a lot safer with her being with you. But I hope once all this stuff's gone, there's no reason for them to ever feel like they need to come up here again, you know? Or at least Inez, because Mom doesn't come up here anyway. Yeah. So you're back home now, Rita? How's it feel to be back home? Oh, that's good. That was a bad joke. That was just a bad one. So, yeah, that's pretty much the news here. You know, working on cleaning up the building. We'll probably get the property cleaned up in the spring. Um, we've got a big old, I guess it'd be a single wide trailer on the property that'll get cleaned out and then towed off in the spring, and then, you know, any more trash and everything will get. Oh, okay, Tammy. Um, Janice, I am making a cross stitch. It's a custom cross stitch for my sister for her birthday. It is, hold on, it is a picture of our Ruby. She is on her back in a chair in the sunlight. They call this full healer position. Hold on, it goes this way. Okay, so she's on her back and she has, I always go the wrong way, her leg up in the air. Wow, that is lucky, Rita. I'm glad you're better. But see, there's her head and then her legs up in the air, and she got a smile on her face too. But they call that full healer when they're on their back and they got their paw up in the air. So she just loves laying like that. Unfortunately, Ziva, every time she sees her like that, runs over and goes, "What are you doing? What are you?" And bothers her and doesn't let her just enjoy it. Little sister syndrome. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking. Okay, so she woke up. Zivi, she woke up, and now she's like, go away, go away. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, good thoughts so that you feel better, Rita. Soon. Oh, you got eye cookies. Oh. So, if you don't know, this is Ziva. I've hashtagged her Ziva the Diva. And then, hold on. Down there is the subject of the cross stitch. Queen Ruby. Hashtag Queen Ruby. Laying down amongst the detritus on the floor for now. Till it gets cleaned up. Oop, we're shaking. What do you want? Mama's doing stuff. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Ugh, you're so hot. You're so hot. Gonna heat me up. But, you know. You guys have crochet crafting buddies who insist on sitting right on top of you? Right on top of you. All 52 pounds of them. Phoebe, Auntie Karen sends kisses. Yeah? No, you're just gonna lay on my notions pouch? Yep. Ah! Give me that notions pouch. Yeah? Give me your eyes. What are you doing? What? What? Yep. Aw. How old's your grandson, Janice? They love to help, though. I mean, I taught, let's see, 2 of my nieces and my nephew to crochet. And one of my nieces has tried to learn 3 times. She might still learn, but all 3. Aw, that's great, Rita. Yeah. Usually by helping, Ziva is sitting on whatever I need. Hi, Jay. You're not late. Welcome in. What are you making today? Always interested to know. I had this, I'm cross-stitching today because I had this grand plan to give a handmade cross-stitch to close family and friends for, yeah. It's never fun being sick because you're always like, I should be doing something. There's things to be done. I know I could be doing. And then everybody's like, go lay down. You're dying. No, go lay down. Rest. And you're like, no, but I could be. And this needs done. And this needs done. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I love fiber spiders. Okay. I am not a fan of tutorials. I don't like I like written patterns, but I enjoy Fiber Spider's tutorials. He just has such a lovely little voice. It's such a calming voice. And, you know, I enjoy his tutorials. I just do. I don't know what it is. And he just, his giggle and all that. And so I'm like, I will, out of everybody else's tutorials, I will watch his tutorials. So, yes, his soothing voice. Yes. So I have made a couple of his blankets. I actually have one over there. I kept it for myself. I don't keep many things, but I made one of his blankets and I kept it for myself. I said, this is mine. This is mine. Are you bothering your sister? Yes. Yes, you are. Why? Leave her alone. It's because she has a Chewy. Yep, you're stealing her Chewy. Look, the thief. The thief has the Chewy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, actually, give me just a second. You're going to probably see my pajama pants. Mm-hmm. Right. Is there it is. Okay. So, Karen, Karen Cakes comes out with all the varieties of the Karen Cakes. And they came out with, the other year, a couple years ago, it was the, Karen, someone just sent me a couple. And I was so excited. I had a yarn fairy. Karen, I have another yarn fairy. And it's not you. I'm so sorry. Someone else became my yarn fairy. And it's not Jeannie V either. But someone became my yarn fairy. And they sent me, okay, this is the color wicker in that yarn, and it's the same makeup as a regular Karen cake, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. But I really loved the colors that this Karen cake was in. The face, Karen, the face. But they sent me 3 of these cakes. It's the Karen. They discontinued it though right after I found it. Because I don't go to Michael's a lot, and I don't shop on Michael's. Well, now I do, because they gave me a credit card. So I get points, and that leads to the vouchers, and then I spend the voucher, which gives me more points. So I have to spend the voucher. But it's the Karen. I forget what kind of cake it is. But anyway, this was, and I loved how it worked up. It works up differently than the regular cake, even though it's the same makeup. And it has these lovely neutral colors. But they sent me one called, I think it's called Calla Leaf. And I have that exact color. So now I have 2 Calla Leaf. And then I have 2 of this other color they sent me, which might go with the Calla Leaf. And I might be able to make a small blanket with it because they go together. But this is a fiber spider, sorry, blanket that I made with it. And I just enjoyed it so much because it was just the repeat of the increase. And it just went out and spiraled. And you just kept increasing to make the spiral. And even if you fudged it, like you messed up, you could fudge it. So, and I was like, this is mine. This is so mine. And my dad's like, we have so many. I'm like, shut up. It's mine. It's mine. If I remember what it is, I will add it to the description, the tutorial. But you can just keep going till you run out of yarn is the fun thing. And then you end it. So if I had had more, it would have been bigger. Yeah, it's just so fun. Is that not so fun? So I think this was 4 cakes, so I could totally make it with the other 4, again, with the other 4 cakes, but it just makes a fun little lappy, go on the top of my bed blanket, and, what is that? Oh, of course I won't remember, and it's discontinued, but yeah, so yeah, I have a yarn fairy opening. She sent me a meteor of yarn. She wrapped it in, like, I think she opened up trash bags to make a poly bag. So it looked like a big black meteor of yarn. And I was like, I have a meteor. And she remembered the puppies and... Oh, thank you, Janice, because I owe you a mystery bag from Mara's, I think it was Mara's, it was her Puttiversary or something K celebration. You won. I'm not allowed to say who my yarn fairy is, Karen. But she I'm not allowed to say, but she's sweet, and she wanted to just share some yarn with me, and she sent something for the puppies, and there were my favorite cakes in there that have been discontinued for a couple years, and I was like, how? And one of them's in a color I have, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And but yeah, so I will email you, Janice, today, because I want to get you that that mystery bag I've been owing you. So no, it's not the macchiato. It's one that they brought out a couple years ago. But it's probably because it's the same makeup as a regular Karen cake. They were like, oh, we don't need this one. You know, that's what you get for actually eating it, Diva. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. There. If I put that in. Gosh, it really does not help you if you don't know the name of the cake. Oh, maybe if I look on Yarn Substitute, because that'll put, like, that puts other, oh no, that only put Karen cake. No, I want kinds of Karen cakes. Nope. Not helping my brain. Oh, my friend showed me the new colors of the Karen latte cakes. And this is the friend here's a friend I want to talk about. I put her in the description box. I don't know if it's clickable though, because I did it on StreamYard. Let me see if I can actually change this. I did it on StreamYard. No, it's not clickable, so let me edit this. Katie's been yarnified. She is so close to 200 subscribers. She is amazing. She spins amazing yarn. Okay, I'm making her clickable right now. She spins yarn, she crochets, she's hilarious. She is learning to knit. Let's see. Well, she's just funny. She's friendly. I'm not saying go over there and just subscribe without checking her out. I always say, if she floats your boat, if she's someone who clicks with you, then think about subscribing. Never just blindly subscribe is what my my motto is, you know, I would never say that, because I used to do that for giveaways and for things like that. And now I'm like subscribed to 10 bajillion people. And it's just, I need to clean up my subscriptions because I have way too many things, and I get all the notifications and I don't actually see notifications. So, help! It's like, help! I, I, I don't see any of the notifications I need to see, and I don't know when things come up. And because at one point I was blindly subscribing, and yeah. So I always say, go check people out, watch a video or two. If you like them, then, choose. And that's what I'm saying. Check her out. At least do that, maybe, please. That's all I'm asking. So, she is very close, and she says she is begging for someone to please get her to 200 so that maybe she can do a giveaway. And my brain doesn't always work, but she may have mentioned that the giveaway might include some hand spun yarn. I know her 100 giveaway included hand spun yarn, and she let the winner choose the colors of the hand spun yarn. So she does gorgeous hand spun yarn. So, and we were talking last night, and she was like, Mel, 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 Mel. And I was like, what, Katie, what? And she said, I may have spun. Hi, Doris. How are you? She said, I may have spun you some yarn. And I went, you did what? And she said, and I want to show it to you. I said, okay. She said, I want to make sure you like it. I said, I'm going to love it. Why wouldn't I love it? And she said, well, I want to make sure. Hi, HD. How are you? And she said, well, I want to make sure. Now, of course, this is my favorite I've ever spun. I said, well, then why wouldn't I love it? Because we like the same colors. And she said, well, also, it's the most yardage I've ever gotten. Ever. In one hank. And I went, okay. I love it. Now, she's already shown it. Like, she does lives with Crystal, the Yarny Chicken, and Crazy Cat Lady on Fridays. Sit and spins, I think they call them. But, so she's shown it in there. If you've been in any of those recently, she's shown it. And I was just like, oh, give it to me right now through the screen. Give me. And then, but I was just like, give me the yarn. Don't make me come over there and get it. But, so, yes, let's definitely get her to 200. And then she'll do a giveaway. And I believe it's going to include some of her hand spun. People are saying hand dyed. She doesn't dye her own yarn. She gets fiber that's already dyed, and she spins it, and she is talented. So go on over there. I made her clickable in the description. Go on over there, check her out. I am now over 900 subscribers, and as you can see, only 372 watch hours away from full monetization. When we get there, we're going to have another monetization party, a full monetization party. I'm not sure what we'll give away, but it'll be nice stuff. So, I mean, we had nice stuff at the mini monetization party. I'm not sure what we can do to top the Centro machine, but we'll figure it out. We're not going to try to top it. We'll just, go alongside. Yeah. Karen, slow your roll, Karen. We'll just chill out and, have an easygoing time. All right. Maybe I'll give away some sauces. Mel just I'm not saying I'm giving away spaghetti sauce, but Mel just learned to make spaghetti sauce. All right. Look, I got corn today from my garden. Corn. And I'm going to be making more spaghetti sauce. I'm not shipping spaghetti sauce, by the way, but I'm getting tons of tomatoes, so I'll be making. No, you're not eating a tomato on Mommy's bed. You don't like tomatoes, but as I get tomatoes, I'll be making jars of tomatoes or spaghetti sauce as Oh, and Karen, you'll love this. I did a kitchen adventure with, I know you love the kitchen adventures. I did a kitchen adventure with the I did a kitchen adventure with the making of the spaghetti sauce. I just have to edit it. I have to edit everything. I have to have a day where I'm not cleaning the house or taking care of Sarah or taking care of the other building or kicking people off the property or going grocery shopping, which takes 6 hours. Yeah. So, but I learned tricks like broiling the tomatoes to get the skin to come off. Yeah, I mean, I've never taken the skin off a tomato to process the tomato, but totally new trick I learned because never unskinned a tomato, but also burned off my fingertips, then peeling them because I didn't wait long enough. But, I am born of dragons, so, you know, mother of dragons here. And Ziva has claimed my friggin' fiber spider blanket now. Any blanket I put on the bed, but, projects, half-finished blankets, It's like, I am working on that. You're going to pull out the stitches. And she's like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I see you. I see you. In case you can't see what this shirt says, it says, my shadow has 4 legs and a tail. Mm. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh, I hear the mail truck. Will the dogs bark, though? Or will they stay silent? Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that's the question. How silent will they stay? And no. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Ruby. Ziva. Ziva. Lay down. It's okay. Hey, I said no. I said no. You're scaring your sister. Lay down. Hey, lay down. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Lay down, baby. No, you don't have to crawl under the bed. It's okay. It's just the mailman. Hey, I said no. You did not have to do that. Lay down, Ruby. And Doris, this is a custom cross stitch of Ruby laying on her back with her paw up in the air. I have one of Ziva too. This one is for my sister on her birthday, which I have to get it done because her birthday is next month. Actually, on these, after you're all done, you soak them in cold water and all this color goes away. So you don't have any of the background color competing with the thread color, the printed ones. I found that out recently when I started getting cross stitch again. The printed color, they make it a very contrasty color from the thread, and then you soak them in cold water after you're done, and all of this background color disappears. So, and it shouldn't bleed onto your thread either. I thought that was very cool. I don't remember that being like that from when I was a kid. But yeah. All right, Sally, you have a wonderful day and a great rest of the week, honey. And these, I don't know how much they are on like Amazon or anything, but these custom ones on Temu, I got these for as low as like $10.50. And they're really, they're lining up well. They came with all the threads and the needles and, threaders, all the stuff a regular cross-stitch kit would come with. And they have been just perfect so far. So, oh, that's great, Janice. That's a great place to pick up kits. I am definitely going to keep putting cross stitch kits in my giveaways and everything, because I have definitely picked up a few. I went a little cross stitch crazy because I'm like, oh, I love that one, I love that one, I love that one, I love that one, because I have just, it's something I got back into and I'm just enjoying it. Ooh, yes, 50% day. That's always a good day to go. And you never know what you're going to find. I have not been in the Goodwill, because around here we have the Goodwill, and then we have a thrift store called The Niche. NTCH. It's the Northern Tier Children's Home. It benefits a children's home around here. And it's a really nice little thrift store. And I only went in it last year once because I got a gift card to it. I won a gift card from the scavenger hunt at the bookstore, and I went in and spent my gift card on craft supplies. So, and I pretty much stuck to the gift card. I only spent, I think, $3 more than the gift card was. And then I haven't been back in a thrift store to actually purchase anything unless I needed some. I went looking for something, but they didn't have it, so I didn't buy anything. I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I have been buying on Temu. I guess you can consider that a thrift store, but it's all brand new. So it's kind of my addiction, but I'm slowing down on that because I don't have the money now and I'm not needing anything anymore. And what I've been doing on Temu is, what do I need? Does the house need anything? Do the dogs need anything? No, then I'm not buying it. So the credit can sit there and sit. The credit, because I get credit. And if the credit doesn't, what is it? It doesn't wear out. It doesn't go away. Expire. The credit doesn't expire. So if the credit doesn't expire, it can sit there. And then when I need some, I'll use the credit. So Mama G thinks I should do a video on how I get the credit. Need versus want is very hard, but I'm realizing how much yarn I have. So, well, it's good for me, but it was bad for me on how much I was actually spending and how much I was getting, and getting was very bad. Okay, Karen. All right, sweetie. Thank you. But I mean, I was almost, I mean, I say my mom's a hoarder. My mom was training me to be a hoarder. And I was not far off, and I still get those instincts and those habits when I get emotional. When I get emotional, I get into the buy mode. I try to gear it towards, well, if I feel the need to buy, maybe what do we need right now? And that'll, you know, fill that urge. Maybe buy, you know, groceries, or buy our monthly subscribe and save, or monthly Amazon order, or and that'll fill that. And so it's kind of do what we need to do, and it'll fill the emotional urge to hit that buy button. But sometimes that doesn't work. Um, so, you know, I still have those urges, and sometimes it gets out of control, but I'm working on it instead of just letting it go. So, you know, at least recognizing it is the first thing. Yeah. And then if I do have too much stuff, I can at least start putting it in giveaways, donating it, using it for donation, making things with it, using it for donations, that kind of thing. So, fixing the problem. Yeah. Thank you, Doris. Are all your kids back in school, Doris? How are they enjoying that? Do your kids craft, Doris? All right, Marie. You have a good day, honey. I hope the appointment goes well. It is good to have a routine. Do they craft? Like, do you craft as a family kind of thing? Or do they show interest in crafting? Wants to do, okay. All right. Very cool. Yeah. I remember when all my nieces and my nephew all wanted to learn to crochet and everything, but they were all different range of ages, so it was hard to teach them all at the same time, you know, because the oldest one is 28 this year, the youngest one is 13. So, well, she will be 14. So it's a 14-year age difference. So, when the oldest one was a teenager and she wanted to learn to crochet, the youngest one was, in diapers. So she couldn't, even learn. And yeah, well, maybe he could. How old is the youngest one? The youngest son? Maybe he could learn to make, paper shapes and paper dolls and that kind of thing. Snowflakes, start him early on the snowflakes or something. Or you could get him to make, I don't know, depending on how old he is, maybe you could get him to make pom-poms while you guys are doing something else. Tassels. The little ones always like to cut stuff. It's a cool feeling. You're just like, don't touch the merino yarn. Don't go near the merino yarn. Here's some Super Saver. And don't go near the dog. Though the dog knows to stay away. How is your dog, Doris? I was going to ask, do you guys ever see anything like in the Mary Maxim or Hirschner's? In the Mary Maxim or Hirschner's catalogs when they come in the mail, and you're like, I kind of need to have that. Yeah, I need that. That's got to be mine. And you buy it. I have never done that before, and I did that the last catalog that came. I'm going to show you what I got. That's also in a video coming up, but I was just like, I flipped through those little catalogs that come, and I look at the yarns and everything, and I look at the blankets they make, and I'm like, that's pretty, that's cute, I'd like to make that. But this one, I was just like, oh, that's so nice. I want to make that. And I was like, Sarah, my sister Schnook. I was like, I want to make that. And she's like, get it. Oh, that's so cute. But I was like, I want this blanket kit. And she's like, get the blanket kit. You have an allowance, get the blanket kit. And I was like, well, blanket kits are usually expensive. And I looked at the price and I'm like, that's not expensive. It was on sale. And so I went on the website and I have all the, coupon apps, on my computer so that they tell me when there's a coupon code. And there was a coupon code and it applied. So I pretty much got the shipping free, and you know how shipping can be on Hirschner's. And so I got pretty much free shipping, and the let me get the kit real quick. Hold up. All right. So I bought myself a blanket kit. I have only ever had one other blanket kit, and it was gifted to me, and it's Tunisian, so of course I didn't start it, but I was very thankful that it was gifted to me. It was gifted to me by Jeannie V. So this is what I got. Let me get the thing out. Smells like a new vinyl pool, but it came in this nice thing. And this is the blanket. Well, and I'm holding it upside down. But the package. But it's called the Rustling Leaves Throw. And here, let me get the. So it's like a cabled blanket, but the cables look like leaves. So which way do I go? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, they look like leaves. And then the border, let me see if I can get a close-up of the border, also is like leaves. So Hi, Bobby. How are you? Have you been lurking? Sorry I didn't say hi. I didn't see you come in. Yeah. So it doesn't look like that many colors, but there are actually 9 colors in here. 9. And it's a 2-weight. It's the Hirschner's Afghan yarn, which is only a 2-weight. A really little, little yarn. And it is so soft. Okay, well, welcome in, Bobby. So soft. So this color is Treetop. Deep teal. Marigold. Teal. Amber. Squash. I think I got this one already. Yep. Got dark teal. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Got that one. Apricot. Basil or basil. Starting to repeat. Did we get them all? Did we get them all? I don't think. Did we? We might have gotten them all. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got them all. Okay. So, hold on. See if I can do this. I did this once before. I don't think I can, though. I don't know. That's all of them. They're very pretty together. But, well, this yarn is very soft and very pretty, and it's 100% acrylic, but it's a 2 fine weight. Okay, so you have to, and it calls for an E-hook, which, let me get back in here, and then I'll tell you what millimeter that is. Can't lose any. All right, so an E-hook, I think that's like a 325. No, it's a 3.5 millimeter. Yeah, so a 3.5 millimeter. If you can work with a 3.5 millimeter hook, then look for a blanket kit that uses the Hirschner's Afghan yarn. Okay? I know that when you go up, like to the Hirschner's worsted 8s, they get a little rougher. I've heard that the Hirschner's worsted heathers, those are softer. I haven't gotten any of those yet. But I've heard they're the softest in the big balls. The Hirschner's worsted heathers. So, I mean, eventually I'd like to buy one of those. I have the Hirschner's Halloween Sparkle, the Hirschner's Striped. I'm not sure which ones of the striped I have, but I have some of the striped and some of the just worsted solids that look good. But yeah, Erin at Crafting Kitty says the worsted heathers are the softest. They might feel like this. This is heavenly. This is absolutely heavenly soft. So, and I can't wait to make a blanket. It'll make a lovely lightweight blanket, and they're, let's see, how many of each are there? I have no idea how many of each there are. Oh, it says 4 ounces. So how many ounces are each of you? 2 ounces. So there are 2 of most of these, and then 4 of the treetop. Probably because it's the border. And it makes a 61 by 44 inch blanket. So, not a bad sized blanket. Nice size throw. But yeah, Erin has ordered a lot from Hirschner's. I am just starting to order from Hirschner's, like their own brand yarn. But I have had a little problem here or there getting certain things. But their customer service has been top notch. I have called customer service 3 times on one order because of back ordered things, and they have been pleasant. They have been on top of things, and I have praised them to high heaven, and they were just tickled pink that I was praising them. And yeah, this is not anything like Red Heart Super Saver, not at all. And even the worsted 8 is better than like Red Heart Super Saver. So oh yeah, Wriggles. Are you making a scrap blanket out of old Red Hearts? Yeah, I have a lot of Red Heart in my stash. I'm actually going to donate some to a lady who does charity hats. Just a little bit. Probably a poly mailer's worth. And yeah. So okay. My bladder says it's time to call it quits. Because I'm sitting here dancing now. Because I moved. I moved and my bladder said, "Are we getting up?" So I'm a big girl. Oh, and I'm less of a big girl. There's some news. I have dropped a clothing size. Yay! Yeah, they do have some pretty colors. And I mean, it's a lot less rough than it used to be, so you have to actually touch some of it. And I know that's like not very appealing, but just kind of pet the yarn. Yeah, I am actually out of the 20s now and down into the teens. So, yay! I got to go through my dresser yesterday and get rid of clothes. So, I was very excited. I mean, I mean, depending on, not that I mean, now that I'm shopping there, I don't really want to put it in my giveaways. I want to use it, but I mean, um, yeah, but I mean, I do want to share the joy. So maybe what I'll do is in the future I'll do what Erin does, and when things are on sale, I'll buy enough for all of us when I can. But I'm hoping to do more of a shop my stash for giveaways. So for a while then. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy, when did you get here? Were you lurking too? Oh, well, and now we're going to say bye-bye. So, I will see you all later, and I hope you all have a great rest of the week. Please, if you have the time, um, check out Katie's Been Yarnified. She's in the description box below, and maybe we'll all get the chance to maybe win some hand-spun deliciousness. And also, here's a little thing. Until the 21st, Queen's Crafts by Bridget's replay giveaways. Oh, your Temu turtle. Ooh. Yes, I do need to see your Temu turtle. Yes, I have a lot in my stash, and it's beautiful yarn. But Queen's Crafts by Bridget's replay giveaway, I don't have her in my description box though. But just put her in your search bar. she is having her replay giveaway. There are 4 prizes. You have to watch the replay, though. It was one of our Monday Night Lives for her podiversary, 5-year podiversary. Okay, he's on your Facebook page. I will go look. But there are 4 prizes, and one of them is a custom die and spin. That is also amazing. She does amazing spinning, and she dyes her own fiber. You want to win that. So go check that out. She is going to draw the winner either on the 21st or the, entries end on the 21st. I don't remember. Go check it out. The other 3 prizes are handmade bags by her, which are also amazing to win. Okay. I'm going to end it there. Stop chattering. Blah, blah, blah. Shine bright like the stars you are. I love you all. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.